Howdy folks, hope you're all well. Today I'm on the River Severn and I am spinning and using crankbaits for perch. Probably just going to end up mostly spinning, I must be fair. But yeah, no pike fishing for me, it's way too warm. So I've come down to the BAA stretch, done a bit of bailifting first, and yeah, I've gone to the top peg of the section in the shade to start off with. I brought my waders because now it's a lot of banks exposed. It's really shallow for reasonably far out in a few pegs. So I think I'd rather just wade out to the deeper water, so there's no risk of smashing the fish on the bottom, so to speak. I've got me spinners as always. I love a bit of spinner action on the river. I've got crankbait as well, but yeah, the be all and end all is it's just like fishing for perch, chub, if there's a rogue trout about, but definitely no pike. So yeah, other than that guys, let's crack on and see if we can get fish out. Like I say, the last thing I want to be doing is catching a pike. Fish on. Oh, it's a nice big head bank. There's got to be a perch. I just hope Mr. Pike doesn't see him. It is a perch. Lovely looking fish as well. Come on mate, let's get you in before Mr. Pike comes. What a fish, look land. Gotcha. What a nice fish. Come on mate, let me sort you out. You watch, he's going to jump out my hands. It's a nice little starter. And he's off. But I can still see him. Undignified return, but very welcome fish. Right, so I've waded up to the bottom of the rapids. There's a bit of a drop off there, and that's what I'm wanting. Because I reckon there's some decent perch and chub will be knocking around in this. I'm not sure on is just how deep, how fast. So only way I can find out is have a cast around in it. Fish on. Feels like a perch. Yep. Nice perch too. Lovely, lovely colours on that. Oh, fantastic to see. Bring him round this side. Try and do this as quickly as possible, guys. Really nice example of a perch to start. Well, it's the second fish of the day. So if they keep coming like this all day long, I'll be laughing all the way. Bit of dirt on that side. Let's have a look on this side. Really? Yeah. I'm pleased as punch with these all day long, but great little scrap. Being the flowing water, it's a bit better for them, but it means it's a stronger pull because of the current, isn't it? So it's getting back. So far, I haven't been fishing too long to be fair, but don't break my neck on this stick. See if this perch will play ball. Really not a huge fish by some of your guys' standards, but absolutely lovely looking. Not a blemish on this fish. But if they keep going like this all day long, that'll certainly do me. Getting loads of plucks, so either there's loads of small fish out there. I'm not going to stick a smaller lure on. I'd rather go for this sort of size and above if possible, so let's get it back. So what you guys won't be able to see, so there's a ledge right there and goes out that way a bit, and you can see where I've been standing because it's all churned up, and that churned up that I've made is not going into the main flow. So it's just kind of indicating how strong the push is, keeping it segregated. Keep getting these little plugs, but nothing solid. Oh, there's a decent fish. What's that then? Let's back up a bit. It's keeping low. This might be a pike. Haven't seen it yet. Might be a jack pike, I don't know. I think, what the hell was that? It might be a chub. What is that? I think it's a chub. Decent fight. Yeah, it's chub. Mr. Chub Lips, come on in. Price is right, son. The price is right. It's a decent fish as well. I don't think it's in his mouth though. It's actually hooked in his gill when he's tried to nail it. In the net, get in. Beaut. So folks, a nice little chub. Not a big fish, as always with me, but absolutely awesome fighting that in the rapids. Let's just get him over and show you. I'm really lucky to have caught the fish, to be fair, because it was right and he's full of beans still. It nailed it, but he actually nailed it in the right in the gill plate when he'd hit it. But yeah, he proper went for it. And again, being in that flow, the lower part. Oh, the fish are just jizzed all over me. This fish is full of spawn. Yeah, my hand is now full of milky substance. Let's get this fish back. Oh dear me. Let's try not to replicate getting jizzed on again, but certainly for catching the fish though. Dirty little bug. Hey, the chub got that excited in my hands. What can I say? I've left me polarised glasses back with my bag. Like a complete sausage. Oi, little plucking. Oh, hey, little tiny perch. Go on, son. Look at them head shakes. Let's sort you out here. Let me hand first. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. There's a big bang that was. It's got to be a chub again, surely. Let's back it up. Trying to get downstream. What we got? Where are you? Is it Mr. Chub Lips again? Oh! Yep, little chub again. Fabulous, darling, fabulous. Should have bought me a scoop net really, but there we go. In the net. Let's sort this little dude out here. Nice one. Go on, mate. And away. Lovely jubbly. He's whacking it again. Yeah, fish on. I actually didn't know that fish off. It was the bottom. And this, I don't think this is a chub. I think it's more. Sorry, I don't think this is a perch. I think this is another chub, and it might be a nice one again. Yep. Don't put too much pressure on. Oh no, oh, it's a flipping pike. Right, not what I wanted. Looks like he's lip hooked, so I can sort this out in the water. Not taking the fish out, not messing around. Let's get it. Alright mate, alright. My leg, is it? Well, I'm seeing loads of fish jumping around. Oh, fish on. Little perch, see if this one stays on. Hopefully we don't get Mr. Pike come and nail it. Here he is, that's with my hand. Gotcha mate, thank you. Lovely jubbly. It's lovely having this wind, however, it stops me having the ability to see exactly what I want to see. Something's having a knock that, yeah, fish on. Oh. It's with my hand. Oh, I forget. Call me, thank you. Thank you very much, mate. Probably put myself into a predicament here, because if a perch just take me the trees, I'm knackered. Okay, so there's a couple under that tree because another perch just followed this one straight out to see what was going on. Right. See how easy we can sort you out then, sunshine. Oh well. This is all my tackle going in the river. Sort the fish out first. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah, flipping neck. You watch, I'll snag the only branch sticking out. Oh, that looks like a nice perch. See if this one stays on as well. Come on, in the net. Nice. Just so. After a bit of hunting around, modging about, I've had a little perch from under a tree that's just to my left now, but I've cast up in under the stilts, supports to the old railway, and had a really nice perch. Again, not huge, but it's still nice. I'm sure these fish, if they had the winter weight on, they'd be much more impressive. But you rest up a bit, so again, nothing massive, but yeah, doing well on the old spinners at the minute. Don't want to be holding it too close to the camera, but here we go. Great little bit of a fight. Yeah, absolutely awesome. Making my day anyway. Let's get back in. Fish on. Fish on. Little perch, I think. Here he is. Come on, little George, let's be having you. Put my hand. Come on, you little bugger. Thank you very much, sir. And away. So I've now gone over to the Savage Gear grub. Be like a dragon, well, it is a dragonfly larvae. What does that mean? What was that? Got a fish on here. What is that? I saw this shine. I hope that's not a pike. That'd be ridiculous if it is, and I think it is. I've got the tiniest of lures on. Swapped over for something for... Oh, it is as well. How ridiculous. You donkey. Right, I'm going to have to apologise, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to try and coin the phrase yank and bank. I don't want him playing with too much on this light gear. It does look like he's lip hooked. So I should be able to get a quick return on this. I don't want him... I thought it was going to be a nice chub. What have you gone for that, you sausage? Come on. Come on. I certainly don't want to snap him off because I want to leave that lure in his lip. Alright, 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 Yanana, come on. This is not going to be a yank and bank at all. I've got £8 braid on this. Thankfully, wire trace. But he's right in this corner of his mouth. I'm going to bring him in until he's ready, really. It's actually right on his lip. And I've got water down my trousers as well. I mean, look at that, how ridiculous. So, there is a massive tree in the swim. But hopefully there's a few perch knocking around because of it, with it being like structure. There we go, there's a perch, look, near little one. But that came from in the bush. So, let's try and get as close as I can to this tree line. See if another one will come out. Oh, Jesus Christ, no, I don't want you. Get out of it. I thought there was about 4 or 5 perch following it in. No, Mr. Blooming Pike. I'm out that last swim. With that pike being present, I just don't want to risk catching that fish. So oh, you little sod. Right, where's the bank? I bet you've swallowed that as well, haven't you? Come on, come on, come on, come on, in the net. How quickly can I? Right, I can't. Oh, oh. Let me chin you, little dude. Just caught on the one, looks like. Let's get that out quick. Little one, mate. Right, he's ready to go. Off you go, mate. Right, I think it's time to move on from here because there's that many pike in 2 pegs. It's not worth the risk, so I'd rather find somewhere else or make my way home. So righto folks, that sees the end of today's session. 20 past 2, it's time to get back for the little one. Yeah, lovely day. I mean, from the off, I couldn't get in the peg I wanted to. There was a chap travelled down from Coventry, member of the BAA, and he's in the peg I wanted to start on, but that was for my benefit because it pushed me right to the bottom of the section. Got the waders on, went straight in and started catching straight away. So I've covered off the areas I needed to or wanted to, so that was all good. But yeah, as you'll hopefully see in some of the footage, at one point I got pestered by pike. And as I said, today definitely wasn't about pike fishing. It was just, hopefully, was just going to be perch and chub, and if I was really lucky, a trout. And yeah, in the first swim, a couple of casts through, and a pike did follow the lure in, but turned around and we could see him in the water. And a few nice perch. Moved further up below the rapids, a couple of nice chub out, a couple of nice perch out. Then the guy that was in the swim I wanted to be in came down, and we kind of swapped over. Only managed to have a perch out of there, but yeah, and then moved on again, and from that point on you'll hopefully see that I got pestered by pike. Like I said, the one swim I ran the spinner through, which would be the most obvious one that I thought pike would go for. I also ran the minnow lure through. That didn't produce any pike, but did some perch. And yeah, then I'm up the savage geese, like a mayfly, dragonfly larvae kind of thing, and a pike nailed it. So I wasn't really expecting that. I saw the flash and thought we're on for a nice chub here, and then I saw its mouth and it's like, oh geez. So thankfully all the pike I've caught today, I say all the pike, the few pike I've caught today, I was able to sort out pretty sharpish and get them back. Being smaller fish, quicker recovery rate. I tried to do the old yank and bank with the one, but it's just not happening. So there's a bit of a fight there, but yeah, the fish sort of ejected itself, shall we say, and swam off very strong, so it's a good sign. And then a few more pegs down from there, yeah, I got pestered by pike. One of them was quite a nice looking size fish as well, but like I said, I'm not here for that, especially on the light tackle. It just deplete their oxygen levels, and probably send them belly up down the river. So but yeah, I mean, today it's been a much cooler day. Now the sun's out now, but it's been, according to my car and to Met Office, 19.5 degrees today. So weather-wise it's been cooler. However, water has been still, obviously still going to be warm, and the fish I've all taken out today have been warm fish. I've seen a post on, I can't remember if it was the River Severn Barbel, or it's a Barbel page anyway, and a fella had taken the water temperature yesterday. It was 19.5 in the water yesterday. Obviously it's due to get a lot hotter, so I might not go fishing at all next week. Probably the safer thing to do. But and just to show you, because some of you will ask, so all I've gone, real simple tactics, and that's a Savage Gear Rotex pack I bought, 20 quid. So I've lasted quite a while now, but I go size 2 and size 3. My favourite colours being the silver with green stripes, and there's a copper one as well. And then that's the Perch Pro kit, and I'll just show you. This is the mayfly or dragon larvae. Can't really show too well, but yeah, that on a, well, this is the actual lure actually. I mean, it's damaged a bit, but if I can hold the tail, that's the actual lure. So nothing fancy. Oh, and that was the one that had the some of the perch on as well. So yeah, all good. Nothing fancy, like I say. I think that was a 15 quid pack. That was a 20 quid pack. Did the business, all good. Going home, happy chappy, fish on the bank. Let's get going.